Hello and welcome back to the Emotionless podcast. My name is Logan and as always, I will be your host. So today's episode is called Damn, I'm Hooked. And it actually takes some inspiration from music, which is something I listen to more than I care to admit. It's really not good. Damn, I have a lot of plane tickets. So there's this band out there called Why Don't We? And they've released, I don't even know how many songs at this point, like at least 40, I think. And all of them are so relatable, and so I can pinpoint different points in my life where the lyrics apply. They released this one song called Hooked in, I don't even know when it was released, 2018. And I want to read some of the lyrics for you. You got a bad reputation in my neighborhood. You drive me mad with temptation because it tastes so good. You know I wouldn't walk away even if I could. It took one night, one try, damn, I'm hooked. I want to break that down. You got a bad reputation in my neighborhood. The person I'm talking about, they know who they are, had a really bad reputation around my friends and my family and my colleagues. All of them did not like her at all. They all absolutely hated this girl. You drive me mad with temptation because it tastes so good. The temptation of hanging out with you, the temptation of going places with you, the temptation of going on car drives with you and listening to music, the temptation of being around you in general. You know I wouldn't walk away even if I could. I had the ability to walk away from this and prevent myself from going through the extreme emotional pain that I went through. Yet I chose not to. Tip of advice, if you're in a toxic relationship, skirt! Get out of it. It's not worth it. It was never worth it. I regret everything. But, we learn from our mistakes. Sometimes. Unless you're her. It took one night, one try, damn, I'm hooked. Literally one night with her, and I felt like I found my forever best friend. I felt like I found the person I was going to be with forever. And, well, here we are. You were there when I was low. You held me high. I think this relates because whenever other people would put me down, she would always be there for me. But then moments later, she would just put me down. And baby, when you take control, we can go all night. Enough said. Every single place you go, we start a fight. Every single place we go, you start a fight. So true. Every place we went, some kind of a fight broke out. But then you kiss my neck and take a bite. I don't really know what that means, but yes. Everybody says I'm sleeping with the enemy. Oh my God, so true. Everyone has said she's the enemy. She's the bad girl here. She's the problem. She's the person you should avoid. She's the person that you should stay away from. And, I mean, they were right. At the end of the day, they were very much so right. Because she had absolutely no good intentions for me. But, we live and we learn. Gotta start from somewhere. I know that I shouldn't touch, but you twist my heart, 'cause I can never get enough when the feeling starts. Baby, I'm the gasoline and your kiss is the spark, but then you take the wheel and crash my car. Literally took the wheel of my life and just crashed it. Just absolutely obliterated it. Because of her, I've now had to drop out of college, take a whole year off, and restart my entire plan. I had planned to start my dream job, or at least the progress towards it, the important progress, in the fall of 2024. Now it's looking like Now it's looking like I'm not going to get to start it till the fall of 2026 because of her. Thanks, fucking asshole. Like, she never had good intentions for me, and I wish I would have realized that sooner along the path than I did. because it would have saved me a lot. A lot of emotional distress that I didn't need to put myself through. You've got me under your influence. I swear I'm never going to give you up. So true. Like, I truly thought that I was never going to give this girl up. I truly thought that I was never going to be able to let go of her, to move on, to find something new. And I did, and it's hard to let go. It's really hard to let go of the people you're hooked to. The people that you've built all these relationships and memories with. These people that have been there for your first cry. She was the first person I ever cried in front of at college. The people who were there for your first birthday. She was there for my first birthday at college. She also made me cry on my second birthday at college because she's an asshole, but, you live and you learn. She was my everything. But when I look back at it, the hate book, that was because of her. The Title IX case, that was because of her. The R-word case was because of her. Everything, every problem, to an extent, and more or less, that I've had at that college can, in some way or another, be traced back to her. Except for the whole life skills problem. That was just them being awful. Something they're very good at. Like, all the letters I would get are because of her. Everything that happened to me that was bad was because of her. But I have to thank her because of her. I met Allie. Well, I can't say her name. I met my counselor there, and she is the best. She was so sweet and so helpful, and she really understood how to progress with my counseling, and I think I would not be nearly as mentally stable as I am right now without her. She is absolutely the best. She is so underrated and so underpaid. I can't even imagine if that beautiful, amazing, strong, confident, incredible woman isn't making more than $80 bazillion an hour. I don't want it. She deserves so much. She is so incredible, and I am so honored that I got to be part of her life. I'm honored in every way because she is just absolutely the most incredible person in the world. And I don't know. It gives me a lot to think about, but I was so hooked on this girl for a while. I would let this girl do anything to me. I would let her physically and mentally abuse and torture me. I would let her treat me like a slave and use me to get what she wanted. Use me for money. Use me for transportation. Use me to go walk 100 feet to her other apartment, because we would usually hang out in my one friend's apartment. Walk 100 feet to her apartment, or get in her car and go pick up stuff from her apartment over in Commons. I would let her literally physically and mentally abuse me just to get what she wanted. And I don't really know why I did that. I don't really know what drove me to think that was okay, because it was not okay. It never was okay, and I should have never done it. And I think, and this is kind of where I'm going to end it, I think the scariest part was so many people told me, and I promised them I wouldn't go back to her. But I knew I was going to go back to her. I had planned to go back to her. Because I was like, I'm going to give her one more chance. She can prove herself. She can show everyone that she's a good person. And the first night, I was super cautious. I was super nervous. I was super quiet. And I said, Brittany, I need you to promise me that if I hang out with you, I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to get yelled at. I'm not going to wind myself in any legal or academic or otherwise trouble with the school. She's like, you have nothing to worry about. I'm here for you. I'll protect you. I promise everything will be fine. And then a mere 2 months later, she turned me, not even full 2 months, turned me around and stabbed me in the back with a fucking knife and drove it in there. I was like, And I truly don't think anything hurt quite as bad as that knife wound. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like what you saw, please make sure to follow or subscribe and like. And follow us on Instagram, emotionless.podcast, or over on Twitter, emotions_podcast, or visit our website, link in both bios, to get constant updates and more information about what we are doing, where we're heading, how everything's going, you know? We have a brand new website that's up now. I'm super excited about it, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.